Developing today, Megyn Kelly has weighed in on Meghan Markle's failed plan to bag a billionaire as her marriage to Prince Harry becomes more unhappy by the day. We're going to get the best analysis of these new revelations from royal YouTube sensation P. Diner in just one moment. But actually, this is something that I have heard for some time. Meghan Markle is always attempting to, shall we say, build relationships with very, very, very rich men. There's something, P. Diner, in her strategy of Jackie O. Jackie Kennedy after the assassination of JFK. But that's the key point, right? Jackie O was looking for her billionaire because her husband had been assassinated in the most brutal circumstances. Harry's still around.
Yeah, Harry is still around and Meghan don't care. She don't care. Like it's all about Meghan and she's going to keep doing. I mean, she flirts openly with other men. Like I remember when she was at that tennis match and she was looked like she was flirting with Serena Williams' husband, like with her skirt and just how she just looks at men. I mean, Harry, it doesn't matter what, if he's there, that she's still married. I mean, this woman's going to keep trying to get elevated with the next man because that's what she wants. Because, Harry at this point doesn't even have enough money for her. And so she needs to find the man that's going to really give her what she wants financially. So Meghan, yeah, she is just. I tell you this, we just watch her and just like, okay, what you gonna do now, girl? What you gonna do? Yeah, you gonna try now. Okay, let's see who it's going to be. I mean, I know she's spending a lot of time now around at Ted Sarandos calling her a rock star. Maybe, I don't know, but it doesn't look good that Meghan doesn't seem to be content with the broke millionaire that she has. So we know she's trying to find the next thing. Yeah.
I know it's absolutely fascinating, isn't it? It really, really is fascinating. I think there are definitely a few that she has her eye on, put it that way. And of course, how she can get around this, P. Diner, with Harry, because let's be honest, we know Harry is not the smartest tool in the shed, is just like, yeah, of course I'm meeting up with X. Because we need to talk business, we need money, we've got this lifestyle, we need these private jets, etc., etc., etc.
hmm Yeah. I mean, I think she gets a lot of flack with Harry because of the messaging around conservation and trying to be eco-friendly and all of that. So she just wants to not have to worry about the backlash, worry about paying for the next private jet or, people talking about her taking a private jet. She wants to be open with her luxury of doing whatever she wants to do with this billionaire man that she's seeking because that's her mindset. Her mindset wants to put her in the lap of luxury. It doesn't care. She doesn't care about, just the messaging of what Harry is trying to do or what, the brand that they were trying to build together. It's all about the independence to do what she wants. And a billionaire husband will afford her things that she can't have with someone like Harry. So it just makes sense that she would want to be with a billionaire because Harry just can't give her anything else anymore. He served his purpose. His purpose is over and they're no longer aligned in purpose. So it's for her, it's time to move on. Absolutely. And we'll be seeing that too. Watch.
Indeed. And the problem is, of course, P. Diner, that as Megyn Kelly then goes to point out, the finances are increasingly rocky. And what Megyn Kelly honed in on, and I think this was incredibly smart, was this idea that actually the Netflix deal isn't really real. Like, it's there for PR, it's there because it's face saving for Meghan Markle, but the deal that was, which was the mega bucks, the private jet money, is simply not there anymore. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source. and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. P. Dina, too toxic to touch. Do you agree with Megyn Kelly's point of view?
Absolutely. I think this is why so many celebrities don't want to be around her because she really is too toxic. I remember when Mindy Kaling came out and even that Jamie Lima, whatever what her name is, she talked about they've never seen anything like this. Like when Megan does something, it makes headlines, it gets a lot of people talking about it. And it's not a good thing. I think, anything that Megan does is going to bring out the negativity of what it is that she has done. She doesn't bring good PR. She doesn't bring money with the looks of talking about what she's doing. She brings things that are not good. And I think Netflix to make point around it's not really a partnership. They've even said themselves it's a passive partnership. Okay, it's not a true partnership, so it's an illusion of them working together. So Megan doesn't really bring concrete uh, like sales. She doesn't bring the concrete branding that's going to elevate things to be more. It's going to bring something negative to it that gives disdain and like, ugh, that's not good. And this is why so many celebrities don't want to be associated with her. That's what she brings. I mean, Netflix is trying something new, but it's not really going to bring her the celebrities, the people that she wants to be associated with. It's toxic, like Megyn Kelly. It's not what she thinks it is. I think Megan is living a life that she's winning and she's doing all these great things, but the reality is not that. The reality is she's a joke. It's embarrassing at this point. It's like, oh my gosh, for real, Megan, you did that? You're gonna keep doing this? I mean, wow. I mean, like I said before, royal family, you should be so thankful this woman wanted to leave because she's not going to bring any good to the branding of royalty. She's gonna downgrade it to a level of ghetto, and that's what it is. This is just bad. It's all bad.
What's hilarious, P. Diner, is that this week we had Meghan snap back because we know everything she does on social media, despite claiming that she doesn't actually look at any of the mainstream legacy media or any of our coverage. Everything she does on social media is always designed to deal with the true stories that we're putting out there. And of course, there has been so much consternation about the Netflix show, what's going on. So Meghan thought this would be such a good moment to show that actually the show was so good. Pete Dinah, the show was just so damn brilliant, right? That there was a whole load of excellent stuff that just was left on the cutting room floor because they just couldn't choose, from all of these amazing moments. And she was going to give us the privilege, give us the honor of sharing just one of those moments with us to whet our appetite for series 2. And this is what we got. That was it, Pete Dinah.
Megan, look, girl, people have been doing that for a long time. And that is just, I think it's indicative of what she has extra. Like, there's nothing great around this extra footage. Megan it's so bad how you are just trying to do things that have been done. I mean, I think years ago, like pre-Martha, we've been like, oh, okay. But girl, now we're like, okay, this is a side eye. Come on, Megan. Okay, really? That's your extra footage. Okay.
I know that's it. That's
It.
I love that. I love that. And so Megyn Kelly's take on this was like, this is why you listen to your producers, okay? There was a reason that was left on the cutting room floor. I mean, that's why it's just a disaster, isn't it, Pete Dinah? Because all of the advice is so ridiculous.
So ridiculous. And this is the show. This is the show you came up with, you left the royal family for. That's what I can't get over. I'm like, oh my goodness, Megan. It's so pathetic and just disastrous. You were a duchess. You stood next to the Queen of England, and now look at you peddling jam. And that was a choice. That was your choice to do what you're doing now. I can't understand it. Harry, it's so bad. I can't even with this woman. And she had so much going for her in terms of opportunity and just being liked by people in general. But you have chosen the most undesirable thing to do, and now you are so hated by the royals and well, I wouldn't say the royals specifically, but just by the world in general because of how you treated people and you did all of that to go do what you're doing now, like with the jam and the show and the showing people these simple things that you've stolen. Okay, like Megan has done a full circle that has brought her to nothing. She hasn't elevated herself in any way from where she was. She's downgraded tremendously, and it's we can see that. It's quite amazing how you do this. I mean, there's a lot of stupidity happening with this woman. I'm sorry. This is wrong.
Things just got worse for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle this week, P. Dina, because Kennedy, who is the popular host on Fox News, Fox Business, now a Daily Mail columnist, reported this. What Meghan's neighbours are all brutally laughing about behind her back, revealed to Kennedy by her Montecito mole. So let me take you through exactly what they're saying, P. Dina. And this was the source, who is close to Meghan. This is according to Kennedy. When the princess thing didn't work out, she reverted to the person she was when Harry found her. She's trying to say she's exceedingly normal, which she isn't. It's all very LA actress. And then Kennedy asked, but what about these plummeting polls and failing ventures? And the source close to Meghan says it's glaringly obvious she doesn't get it. It proves people don't really change. And all along, she just wanted to be an influencer and TV star. Now, P. Dina, we've been saying that for a very long time, of course, because even when she was in the royal family, she was still looking for those types of deals. What's so significant about this, though, is it's one of Meghan's inner circle leaking to Kennedy, who's writing it up for a column in the Daily Mail. I mean, this shows, doesn't it, that Meghan has not only lost control of the narrative, she has also now lost control of her inner circle.
Mhm. Think they actually are emboldened now to come out and
Yes.
say the obvious at this point. So Megan has been validated in that, yeah, this is what we've always said, and now it's come out and it's official. It's official. Okay, this is what you are doing. We see it, and now we're not afraid to say it. That's what it is, Megan. And for her, it should be a big wake up call. You would think it would be. But no, I don't think she'll listen to what other people are saying in terms of, how she has appeared to be. I think for her as an actress mindset is to try to overcome and to keep going and keep trying. I think when people like the Obamas and Oprah and others who are really A-listers, when they start to like go away, I would have been like reevaluating everything. What am I doing wrong? But for Megan, she doesn't do that. For her, she's in the mindset, okay, let me just keep trying to find that thing that is going to yield me the success that I so desperately desire. But how can she get that success at this point? We know it will never happen. But her mindset is that she's going to keep trying and she'll keep embarrassing herself because something is bound to hit. Maybe she'll meet that millionaire, at this point if she keeps
The
trying
billionaire
and
is
putting
what she
herself
really
in.
wants, isn't it? That is what she really
Yeah,
wants.
that's really what she
But
wants.
look, it definitely
Yeah.
felt like this week, P. Dina. You know how there are moments, and sometimes there's moments where the culture starts to shift. And certainly on Meghan Markle, I feel maybe now like the elite class, the celebrity class are catching up on where the
Mhm.
public has been for some time on Meghan. And I noticed it in this other moment with Brooke Shields. And remember, Brooke Shields is a household name in America. I mean, this is someone who everyone knows. Everyone knows the name Brooke Shields. And even if she hasn't been necessarily at the forefront of people's minds recently, there's a great respect that comes with an actress like her because of the success of her career in the past. And of course, she is someone who we did acknowledge had been on stage with Meghan Markle alongside Katie Couric at South by Southwest. There was just an assumption amongst all of us, P. Dinah, that meant that Brooke Shields was on side, you know, that she was someone who loved Meghan Markle because we'd never heard otherwise until she appeared this week on the India Hicks Substack, An Unexpected Journey, and in a very lovely and funny and unbecoming way. Like, I don't think Brooke Shields set out to say, I'm going to destroy Meghan Markle, but again, this is a part of the culture shifting because for the first time, she felt emboldened to say what she really thought publicly. And you'll actually see at the top of this clip, P. Dinah, she says to India Hicks, oh, you might have to delete this. Like, she knows that she's saying something that probably wouldn't have been said just a matter of months ago. But as I say, there's that change in the culture. P. Dinah, quite a moment, right?
Yes, quite a moment. And it's almost like you watch someone who's trying to be there and talk about the same story over and over and over again. And you have to look at what Brooke Shields has been through in her life, her career. I mean, the Netflix documentary on her is really, really good. This woman has been through so much. And to just listen to the stories of, Meghan talking. I mean, she just oozes superficial. Like Meghan, these people they've been through some things, okay? You haven't been through anything. And you're sitting here trying to tell us this same story that we've heard like umpteenth time. Nobody wants to hear your nonsense. Okay, let's get to the real, grit of what is actually going on with women and, things that they've experienced and gone through. And Meghan just recirculates that same story. I don't know why Katie even brought it up, but I just think I'm so glad Brooke did what she did because it just puts into perspective, yeah, how different you really are. And look at how successful Brooke has been with her own career. I mean, this woman has gone through so much. Meghan hasn't gone through things, but yeah, she wants to treat people like she has gone through some things and just have this attitude about, who she is and the people that she surrounds herself with. She just is not a very authentic person. And people hearing Meghan talk, they can't relate. It's just like I'm so glad Brooke said what she said because I think that's what a lot of celebrities are saying. And they have talent, by the way. Meghan talks about things, she doesn't have really anything to bring to the table in terms of life experiences that she's overcome or done. Is just she puts out these stories and makes it like, oh, she's been through some things or she's done some things. And that story even in itself is a lie. She doesn't even tell the truth when telling the story. Okay, so Meghan is somebody that people really like what Brooke did. Look, this is how different we are, okay? I know Brooke doesn't want to come off mean, but we need to hear that, especially if you're going to be on the same stage as Meghan. Keep it real. Put it in perspective. Hey, look, I'm way different than this woman. This is what my life has been like, okay? That's what people need to hear. And if you're going to just sit there and just play niceties with Meghan, oh, and that's so nice what you went through. No, we don't want to hear that. We want to hear the raw truth. That's what we want to hear. And thank goodness for Brooke for having the courage to say what she said. And it was funny. And I'm glad she did it because it's the truth. It's the truth.
I am too. I am very glad that she did it. And I always love getting your analysis, P. Dinah, of course.
The conversation began when Megyn Kelly discussed reports claiming Meghan expected Prince Harry to possess significantly greater personal wealth before they married. Kelly argued that Meghan had already achieved many of the goals she allegedly sought through the marriage, including worldwide fame, royal status, and international recognition. She went on to speculate that Harry may no longer provide the lifestyle or opportunities Meghan originally envisioned. These remarks were opinion rather than evidence, but they quickly became a major talking point among royal commentators online. Much of the discussion focused on money. Several commentators argued that Harry's financial situation is very different from what many people assume. Although the Sussexes secured lucrative commercial agreements after leaving royal duties, questions continue to circulate about how profitable those partnerships remain today. Observers have pointed to the end of the Spotify deal, changing Netflix projects, and ongoing business ventures as evidence that maintaining their California lifestyle may require continued commercial success. Whether those concerns are justified remains open to debate. Another theme raised by commentators is Meghan's evolving public image. Since stepping back from royal duties, she has launched multiple ventures, including media projects, lifestyle branding, podcasts, and business initiatives. Supporters argue these efforts demonstrate determination and entrepreneurial ambition. Critics, however, believe the projects have produced mixed results and have struggled to generate sustained public enthusiasm. That divide continues to shape nearly every discussion surrounding her career. Another issue raised during the discussion was Meghan's reputation within celebrity circles. Some commentators claimed that high-profile figures may be reluctant to associate publicly with the Duchess because of the intense media attention that follows her. Others reject that characterization, pointing out that Meghan continues to work with established production companies and business partners. The differing views illustrate how polarizing the Sussex brand has become. For supporters, Meghan remains a successful public figure building a post-royal career. For critics, every new venture becomes another test of her long-term popularity. Looking ahead, many royal analysts believe the next year could prove particularly significant. Future business launches, streaming projects, and public appearances are likely to shape how both Harry and Meghan are viewed moving forward. If their commercial ventures perform well, much of today's speculation may quickly fade. If future projects struggle, however, critics will almost certainly argue that the Sussex brand continues to lose momentum. Either way, public interest in the couple shows little sign of disappearing. The latest comments from Megyn Kelly have added another chapter to the ongoing debate surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's future. While some commentators believe financial pressures and differing ambitions could eventually place strain on the marriage, those claims remain speculative and have not been confirmed by the couple. What is undeniable is that Harry and Meghan remain among the world's most closely watched public figures, ensuring that every new report, business venture, or media appearance generates intense discussion. As always, the distinction between verified facts and opinion is essential, and only time will reveal how the Sussex story continues to unfold.